Well, last week was code red over at OpenAI, but this week, Santa came early with the release of GPT-5.2. Let's get into it. Well, welcome to AI Monday, your weekly guide to distilling the complex AI shifts into actionable business strategy and insights. I'm your host, Jeff DeVerter, and over the past 7 days, the market has confirmed one thing. The AI competition is now about speed, stabilized performance, and monetization. I'm breaking down a massive new model release, $1 billion licensing deal, and the end of friction in your daily workflow. Let's dive in. Well, the biggest news this week, OpenAI just dropped GPT 5.2 months ahead of schedule over a little bit of competition over at Google. Now, this confirms that the model performance treadmill is now an all-out sprint. This isn't just an iteration. It's a strategic push. You see, the new model comes in specialized flavors, thinking for deep analysis and coding for pro and complex reasoning. The thinking variant alone achieved a stunning 70.9% match or beat rate against human experts on knowledge work and tasks, all while running 11 times faster than previous models. Why is this so important? Well, the core takeaway is the urgency. Your enterprise strategy now must account for continuous upgrade cycles. What does this mean for your AI ops? You got to think about this stuff. Using GPT-4 for high-value tasks is quickly becoming a competitive disadvantage. If your competitor is coding and analyzing at 11 times the rate that you are, well, you're losing the race. You need to identify your highest value workflows and commit to integrating these new frontier models immediately. Have you thought about these existing workflows and things that you have in place where you're using antiquated models and what that upgrade cycle is? AI ops is a real thing. You got to think about how it's going to impact your organization. Next, let's talk about intellectual property, because Disney just showed content-heavy businesses how to play offense, not just defense. They signed a massive $1 billion 3-year licensing deal with none other than OpenAI. This grants Sora and ChatGPT the legal rights to use over 200 of Disney's most iconic characters, from Pixar to Marvel and Star Wars, all for content. Interestingly enough, this happened at the exact same time that Disney issued a cease and desist letter over at Google. Turns out $1 billion can go a long way in turning your attention. Now, this is a defining moment. It shifts the AI IP fight from relying solely on copyright lawsuits to establish active monetization and control. If your company owns significant data or IP, you must now evaluate this as a new major revenue stream. You know that old thing where we talked about making your data earn you some money? You can really do it now. It allows you to control how your brand is represented in these powerful models, rather than hoping a legal challenge works years down the line. It's a strategic licensing opportunity. Now, our final major update this week addresses your daily productivity. Adobe just embedded its professional tool suite directly into ChatGPT. I've heard from more than one creative who have talked about the challenges that Adobe's own native AI has had inside of those tools. Think about this. You can now use your natural language prompts inside your chat interface to do complex photo editing, merge PDFs with Acrobat, or create quick designs with Express. This really could be the death of context switching and the rise of frictionless workflow. We've seen this happening inside of Microsoft Copilot and their whole suite. We've seen it happening over in Google Workspace as well. Now, hopefully, this is the death of context switching and the rise of frictionless workflow. You don't have to leave your core communications hub, the chat window, to perform fidelity, creative, or administrative tasks. For enterprises, this means accelerated content generation and document processing efficiency. So let's zoom out. The Disney deal, the GPT 5.2 release are connected by a single thread. The value of scarcity is skyrocketing. The models themselves, they're becoming faster and more powerful. But what remains scarce is the unique, high quality, legally cleared IP and data. That's from Disney. And the ability to act on new model capabilities fast. It's from GPT 5.2. If you're a business leader, my question for you this week is this. What are your company's top 10 most valuable scarce data assets? And are you using them to train your own specialized models? Or are you sitting on a potential billion-dollar licensing deal where the real competitive edge is built? All right, so let's recap. Update your models, rethink your IP strategy, and eliminate workflow friction. Which of these updates surprised you the most this week? Let me know down in the comments below. And don't forget to like and subscribe or follow or whatever it is on the platform where you're watching this. And if you need any help with adopting AI, I fly around the country every single week, helping customers do just that. Figure out their AI strategy, get it implemented, and transform their business. And I'd love to help you. Just reach out to me here and let's have a chat. Well, thanks for joining me here on AI Monday. I'll be back next week with all the news that you need to know. We'll see you soon.